Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. Relentless rain and severe flooding are currently sweeping parts of Wisconsin. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us from the newsroom with information on what is happening around the state. Jadius?
Yeah, Brooklyn, severe weather left its mark on several cities here in the Coulee region, with strong winds knocking down trees, heavy rain, flooding streets and neighborhoods, and scattered power outages leaving homes dark. Crews have been working throughout the day to clear debris that has blocked roads. Meanwhile, in Milwaukee, the situation turned critical last night. County Executive David Crowley declared a state of emergency around 10 p.m. following overwhelming rainfall and widespread flooding. According to the National Weather Service, areas in Milwaukee received 7 to 10 inches or more of rain as of 4 a.m. this morning. The storms forced the Wisconsin State Fair to cancel its final day today. Those attending State Fair last night reported flooding along the State Fair grounds, which created difficulties for individuals getting to their parked cars. First responders worked throughout the night to assist stranded residents to safety. Fire officials advised those dealing with flood damage to wear rubber boots and gloves due to hazardous debris in the water. We will have further details later tonight at 10. Reporting in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Well, Milwaukee really had a very specific situation happen over the last 24 hours as far as rainfall goes. If we take a look at radar, zooming in at Milwaukee, the last 24 hours, we've seen, oops, no, it went back. Excuse me, there we go. We've seen plenty of thunderstorms staying across the area throughout the last 24 hours or so. Once this loops back, you can see thunderstorms. These are called training thunderstorms, stick over the city and the surrounding areas, starting from yesterday evening, lasting all the way overnight, and then still continuing on into the morning hours where we saw some showers passing through as well. If we take a look at radar estimated precipitation totals, seen anywhere from around 11 inches at the highest point. Again, these are just estimates, all the way to multiple counties north of Milwaukee, still seeing around 6 to 8 inches. So plenty of rainfall out there. Back here at home, we're seeing much drier conditions across the area, but if we look a little bit wider out, there are some thunderstorms starting to pass just to the south of Prairie du Chien with a flash flood warning out for those areas. We'll continue to see some of that thunderstorm activity make its way into the area, but really back home, most of us are just going to be holding on to those cloudy conditions, a little bit more sunshine in Eau Claire, but overall we have a fairly quiet evening ahead of us. We actually have some drier weather continuing on into this week as well, so I'll have the details on all that coming up in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find it on the App Store or on Google Play. Sheep shearing was the highlighted event today at Irish Fest. Attendees had the opportunity to watch an age-old tradition that many people never see, but most benefit from. The practice is deeply rooted in Irish history and culture. Multiple sheep were sheared on stage for the crowd.
People don't tend to have a chance to see on-farm experiences, and so something like sheep shearing that happens on individual farms, that it's pretty much just the farmer that is raising the sheep and the people around them that get to see that experience.
Today marks the final day of this year's Irish Fest celebrations. The second floor computer lab at the La Crosse Public Library's Main Street location will be temporarily unavailable this week. From Monday through Wednesday, the lab will be closed due to preparations for the library's upcoming technology and space upgrades. Library staff will still be available to assist patrons with personal technology devices. Print services can still be accessed during this time. The Fish Days Parade made a splash today in Lansing, Iowa. The parade features many local authority figures. Fish Days features live music, a fish fry from local chefs, a fireworks show, a hay bale toss, and a kid-friendly zone.
Well, getting some candy, watching my son on the fire truck, my husband on the fire truck, he's the fire chief, and then going to Fish Days.
The family-friendly event is hosted in downtown Lansing and is an almost 100-year-old tradition, the first festival taking place in 1931. Your last chance this summer for a day at one of the City of La Crosse pools is coming up quick. On Sunday, August 17th, Erickson Pool, Northside Community Pool, and Veterans Memorial Pool will all close for the season. To celebrate the summers, the pool will be offering free admission on that day. A comedy sequel and a mystery thriller took a reigning champ at the weekend box office. David Daniel has the early estimates for the top 5 films in theaters.
That was awesome.
The Naked Gun fell to 5th place in its second weekend, grossing $8.4 million.
Not everyone believes it, but The Bad Guys went good.
The Bad Guys 2 took 4th place, earning $10.4 million in its sophomore weekend.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
After 2 weekends on top, the Fantastic Four First Steps fell to 3rd. $15.5 million gave the superhero flick a domestic total of $230 million.
So if you're me and I'm you, then who is that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
A solid start for Freakier Friday. The body swap comedy sequel opened in 2nd place with $29 million.
A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story.
Weapons is the top new movie in theaters. The mystery horror thriller debuted with $42.5 million, more than it reportedly cost to make. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Still to come, how wildfires continue to devastate Western America. We'll have the full story after the break.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Wildfires continue to spread across the American West. The Gifford Fire in California has burned more than 100,000 acres, but as of now is 28% contained. The Lee Fire in Colorado has burned over 88,000 acres, with the Grand Canyon Fire closing the North Rim for the season. These fires come just after 2 years after the most devastating fire in modern U.S. history, the Maui fires, that killed at least 102 people and displaced 5,000 more. President Trump is scheduled to meet with President Vladimir Putin on Friday. CBS's News' Willie James Inman has more details.
Later this week, President Trump is scheduled to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss a possible end to the war in Ukraine, but much remains up in the air. Among the unanswered questions, what role will Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky play in Friday's talks in Alaska? On Saturday, CBS News confirmed the Trump administration is open to including Zelensky in Friday's summit with President Putin. On Sunday's Face the Nation, Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. Oksana Markarova suggested President Zelensky is ready and willing to be there.
With regard to President Zelensky, he has been, since day one of this horrible aggression, committed to peace, and we have shown that he is ready to be anywhere to advance the agenda of peace. So if needed, President Zelensky, of course, will be present at the meetings.
Over the weekend, several European leaders issued a statement saying a path to peace in Ukraine cannot be decided without Ukraine.
President Trump indicated on Friday that any peace deal with Russia and Ukraine may involve a swap of territory.
Looking at territory that's been fought over for 3.5 years, we're actually looking to get some back and some swapping.
President Zelensky said Saturday his country will, quote, not give land to the occupier.
My absolute conviction on Friday is that this is President Trump making sure that Putin is serious. And if he is not, then it will stop there. If he is serious, then from Friday onwards, the process will continue. Ukraine getting involved, the Europeans being involved.
The weekend developments with Ukraine come after Vice President J.D. Vance met with Ukrainian and European officials in Britain on Saturday. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
Thousands gather in the streets of Tel Aviv to call an end to the war in Gaza. They gather in the city's squares and streets weekly to protest against the war. The protests are coming just days after the Israeli Prime Minister and his cabinet decided to announce a plan to take over Gaza City. Pro-Palestine protesters took the streets of Athens on Sunday. This comes after Israeli security cabinet approved a plan to occupy Gaza City. Photos from CNN Greece shows protesters carrying Palestinian flags and photos of malnourished kids. At least 5 Palestinians, including 2 children, have starved to death over the past 24 hours. We weren't the only ones getting hit with storms this weekend. A town in Nebraska saw some intense storms as well. We'll have the details.
And we have a little bit of a dry break coming up in the weather as we go into this upcoming work week. I'll have all the details and when more rain enters the forecast and what the temperatures are looking like coming up right after the break.
Hey, America, think you can't get a complete dinner with dessert for under $10? Then check out the Great American Burger Trio at Perkins. A juicy cheeseburger, crispy fries, plus a slice of pie, all for just $9.99. Only at Perkins.
Right now, you're busy taking care of the people you love. Let Window World take care of the place you live. Window World, America's exterior remodeler. Improving homes, changing lives.
Hey, Dominic here, and we always get asked, what do you have for fish and seafood? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. Seafood, Cajun, lemon pepper, and yes, chicken. Just take your fish or even shrimp, shake on your choice of seasoning, and cook thoroughly until done. Use any of these 4, and you'll have your guests coming back for more. And they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Fish Eye!
How hard your family can be in your home. Relax! We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners that can create a home. It lasts a lifetime. Our flooring from Sealants is perfect for muddy feet
And
waterborne fights. Sealants Purpleland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
At Perkins, $5.99 gets you the best breakfast value in America. Get a fresh cracked egg, crispy bacon, and 2 pancakes for just $5.99. The hungrier you are, the better it gets. The Great American Trio, only at Perkins.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Nebraskans recorded a devastating thunderstorm. The video shows lightning filling the sky. A severe thunderstorm yesterday battered parts of Nebraska with destructive wind of up to 80 miles per hour, according to the National Weather Service. Lightning illuminated the sky over Ashland, Nebraska, a city just outside of Omaha. The National Weather Service also warned residents of possible pea-sized hail. We're all concerned about that unpredictable weather. Luckily, Nicole has some predictions for us. Nicole?
Yeah, we have a little bit of a dry break coming up, but until then, we have plenty of rain totals to talk about over the past 2 days. These are our rain reports from just yesterday, not including any of that rain that we saw this morning. Really, Buffalo and Trempealeau counties are going to take the cake. Wamandi, around 5 inches reported just from yesterday. Montana also in Buffalo County, just over 4 inches. Arcadia and Whitehall seeing closer to around 3.5. Winona, also another county, County. Plenty of locations in Winona County saw multiple reports of over 3 inches of rainfall. Trempealeau also around 3 inches. Seeing Galesville, Mondovi close to 3, if not a little bit more, and really much of the rest of the area outside of those few counties seeing around an inch or less. In La Crosse, picking up just around 0.8 of an inch just from yesterday. If we take a look at our rain totals from overnight going into tomorrow, then that's where we can start to see some differences. Really, most of us didn't see a whole lot. We saw one storm go through Eau Claire that got some additional rain totals for the overnight period, but really areas like Crawford and Richland counties were the only ones that saw those rain totals last night, but they were significant nonetheless. These are just radar estimates, and you can see a good swath of around 3 inches of rainfall just through the morning hours. We do have a chance to have possibly a few more thunderstorms popping up in the next hour or so. We can see that pretty well on our sky tracker. Going over the same area again that we saw those heavier showers throughout the morning hours, although they will be moving out pretty quickly. Most of our areas should be out of the picture by around 8-9 p.m. and then we'll have a dry overnight period ahead of us. We could still be holding on to some cloud coverage through the morning hours, but as we go into tomorrow afternoon, we'll have plenty of sunshine out there and it's going to be staying dry. So we'll have a fairly quiet Monday ahead of us. Until then, though, still looking at flood watches for both Richland and Crawford counties until 7 p.m. tonight. So it's expiring soon, but we're still tracking those thunderstorms that are moving through the next hour or so. Definitely want to be keeping watch for any localized flooding, especially in low-lying and urban areas after the plenty of heavy rainfall that those areas have received already throughout the morning hours. Tonight, lows are looking fairly nice, actually a little bit cooler than we have been in the last few days. 66 for your low in La Crosse, 61 in Eau Claire, actually a tad bit cooler to the north. Some locations north of I-94 maybe getting below 60 degrees tonight. Tomorrow's highs then looking fairly mild. Again, we'll have a cloudy start, but sunshine should be poking out a little bit later in the day. Mild highs, 84 in La Crosse and Eau Claire. Much of the area staying for the most part in the low 80s out there once that sun starts to shine in the later afternoon hours. Temperature trend for this week then staying fairly mild, especially for that first half. Our average high now around 84, this white line right here. So we're going to be right around that, if not a degree or two above or below until we get to about Friday. That's when we still get just a slight spike in those temperatures, getting back into the upper 80s across the area. But as the temperatures rise, we're also going to be seeing those dew points rise. So it's going to feel a little bit muggy out there by the end of the week. Not really feeling it too much to start, again, because our temperatures are staying fairly nice. We'll see maybe some noticeable humidity as we go throughout the next day or two, especially through the morning hours. But for the most part, we'll be on the comfortable side until we get to about Friday and going into the weekend. That's when both La Crosse and Eau Claire start to see dew points climbing above 70 degrees. So we'll have summer returning as we get towards the end of the week once again, lasting through the weekend, seeing a little bit of a downturn in the temperatures eventually once we get to about Sunday, but we'll still likely hold on to some humid conditions with that. By Monday of next week, we should have more mild conditions moving back in, but really until then, it's going to be looking pretty nice out there. Maybe some showers passing through on Tuesday, but other than that, we have a very dry stretch of weather ahead of us.
A little rainy, a little muggy, sounds like August.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, the magic continues in Milwaukee. The Brewers going for their 9th straight win. See if they made it happen. Kate is in next with sports.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Get an 11% rebate on everything you need for your painting project at Menards. Menards has you covered, offering the best paint at the lowest prices. Give your space the makeover it deserves with Pittsburgh's premier interior paint. It's a paint and primer in one that provides excellent all-around performance in an easy-to-clean, durable finish, making it perfect for high-traffic areas of your home. A gallon starts at $21.97 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular. Built for us.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
Just set and forget, they will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The Brewers have won 8 games in a row for the 3rd different time this season, and despite the flooding around the Milwaukee area, fans still managed to pack American Family Field as the Brewers were going for the sweep over the New York Mets. So let's go there. Quinn Priester taking the mound, riding a 10-game winning streak as the starting pitcher, but did not have his A game today. Already given up 2 runs, and then in the second, Brett Beatty is going to take him deep. This one to left field. It's 3-0 Mets. Now 5-0 in the 4th, but here come the Brewers. William Contreras, first pitch swinging. He's going to give this one a ride over the wall in left field. Milwaukee gets on the board. Later in the inning, bases loaded, 2 outs for Joey Ortiz, and he's going to single past the shortstop. 1 run scores. Jansen around in 3rd. He's in safely. Milwaukee down 2. Mets would get 1 back. But then in the 5th, it's Contreras again, going opposite field and over the wall. His 2nd homer of the game. This one a 2-run shot. Milwaukee within 1. All right, to the 8th, 2 on for Ortiz, and this time he goes down the first base line, past the glove of Pete Alonso. Terang rounds 3rd. He'll come in to score. This game is all tied at 6, so let's go to the 9th. Edwin Diaz on the mound, hasn't given up an earned run since June 6th. But enter Isaac Collins, sends this pitch to deep right, and it's gone. A walk-off homer. Milwaukee was down 5, but they come all the way back for their 9th straight win, 7-6 the final. All right, over to the American League. Twins were going for a series win over the Royals, down 1 in the 3rd, but how about Ryan Fitzgerald? 8 seasons, nearly 3,000 minor league plate appearances, and at the age of 31 gets his first MLB hit, and it's a home run. We're tied at 1. Later, Twins leading in the 7th, but Vinny Pasquantino, he's going to get a hold of this one deep to right. Kansas City takes a 3-2 lead. All right, 8th inning, and the Twins would answer. Man on 3rd, and Ryan Jeffers, he's going to single into left. This game is going into extra innings, and in the 11th, it's the rookie, Luke Kershaw, his 2nd career home run, and this one is a walk-off winner. Twins take it 5-3, the final. Last night, the Packers got on the field for their first action of the year for a preseason game against the Jets, and it was one to forget. Jordan Love and a bunch of offensive starters managed just 2 first downs and were forced to punt twice. Love finished just 1 of 5 passing and got sacked once. But the good news is, the game doesn't mean anything, and now it's about fixing the mistakes and getting ready for the next one.
There's a ton of value. I think it's a good lesson. Like, you better get your mind right, ready to play football. And I mean, it's a gladiator sport, and if you don't, you're going to get humbled really quickly.
2 more preseason games left. Next Saturday, the Packers will travel to Indianapolis for a noon game. It's unsure on if the starters will get another chance or who exactly will be playing, but we'll keep you updated throughout the week. Loggers in some playoff action right now. I'll have an update from that one. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Support local businesses by shopping at A1 Vacuum Sales and Service in Jackson Plaza. Make cleaning a breeze with great service and high-quality vacuums. Discover the perfect vacuum for your unique lifestyle. Shop local. Shop Jackson Plaza.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
I'm standing here in the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Support local businesses by shopping at A1 Vacuum Sales and Service in Jackson Plaza. Make cleaning a breeze with great service and high-quality vacuums. Discover the perfect vacuum for your unique lifestyle. Shop local. Shop Jackson Plaza.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Well, your ice cream forecast is going to look pretty good tonight, especially after the wet stretch of a weekend we've been having. We finally have a dry break. You can get out and get yourself a nice little sweet treat. Going to be staying in the 70s for the rest of the evening. As we look towards this week, though, we'll be still staying mild for the most part, mid and low 80s out there before we have a short stretch of summer coming back by around Friday.
This is the point where summer, it's just never going to end.
Exactly. You get that false fall and then the 90s come back.
Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10.